G'day, welcome back to the show. Daryl Nicholson with Dazza Does Webwave here on Toowoomba 4350 TV. And I'm very, very privileged today to be crossing to South Australia to a little area called Kings Coat near Kangaroo Island. Want to introduce you to Rob Marshall. How are you today, Rob?
Very well, thanks, Daryl. Great to be here.
That's great. How's the weather down there in Kings Coat?
Just like how would you say? Overcast, rainy. It's hasn't been too bad today, but yeah, no, it's getting into winter, so it's getting cold.
Yeah, we're getting cold here and fog and drizzle. It's we can tell it's really starting to be winter here in Toowoomba now. Now, mate, we're here today. We're going to talk about Webwave and how you came about it. Now, you're a self-taught IT guy, so tell us a bit about yourself. Why you're living down there, and how you got into web building, and how you met Webwave.
Yeah, right. Well, a little bit of a short back history. I moved here with my ex-wife and my first daughter about 11 years ago, and we were actually up on the Gold Coast before that.
Okay.
But I've been a chef for 30 years and wanted to get out of chefing, and throughout my sort of time, you know, being a chef, I was always hands-on with computers and IT stuff anyway. I actually first started my passion for using computers when I was a kid. You know, I built my own 486 computer when I was 14. Oh. And so and I was on my way to doing computer science engineering. And then I took a sharp left and ended up as a chef. So it was sort of but over the years, I've just kept my hands on it, you know, in the sense of always having a passion for it. And then over time, just sort of self-taught myself, you know, to use different software platforms and different website platforms. And eventually one day someone asked me, "Oh, do you reckon you can build us a website?" And I said, yeah, no, I reckon I can. And that started my journey. So I ended up going through all different sorts of platforms like Wix and other places. And then about, it would have been 3 years ago now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found this little business called Webwave. And since then, I've been building all my stuff on the Webwave platform, and it's been really good.
Mm-hmm. Easy to use?
I do enjoy its ease of use, sheerly because it sort of suits my way of designing and my way of building. And that, I guess, is because I am so used to using, you know, Photoshop and Adobe platforms as well, and putting those sort of things together and having more of that graphical design layout as opposed to a box layout type, you know, situation. So yeah, no, it's really good, and the drag and drop just makes it that much more my cup of tea. So yeah.
And you've got a client, KI Boat Hire. I see their web page. So tell us a bit about the journey about building that page.
That's actually really funny. I was having coffee one day, and it sort of fell on me, and she was really unhappy with the website that she had done for her.
Right.
They charged her a lot of money and produced a lot of nothing. So it's sort of I said to her, "Oh, look, you know, I'm pretty sure I could set something up for you."
Yep.
And I took it upon myself to jump in, and you know, about 2 weeks later, because I tend to work very quickly when I work. Right. And 2 weeks later, I said, "Here, what do you think about this?" And then, yeah, she was ecstatic. And so it sort of, it really came together quite well. And I enjoyed doing that.
I love the logo you got there, "Living the Dream." So must be a reflection of what life's like down there.
Yeah, and a big part of everything that I do is I like to meet the client. I like to know the client, and she's just one of those really, I mean, both of them, Billy and Emily Turner, like one of those couples that are just really great people, you know, down to earth, really, you know, living the dream kind of people, laid back, relaxed. And yeah, so I just like to get a feel for them and try and portray that as best I can in whatever I produce.
Well, mate, that site looks really good. So, and another one that's close to your heart is the one you've done with your daughter. It's called Mystique Apparel. So, can you tell us about Mystique Apparel?
Magnetic Apparel. Magnetic Apparel.
Okay, just go back and ask.
No. It's all good. Yeah, so I've got a 13-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old daughter.
Right.
And we were sitting around one day and we were just sort of throwing ideas about, and we said, well, why don't we start a business?
Mm-hmm.
And the girls are super keen. My youngest especially, really keen. She's like, loves clothes, loves the design sort of stuff, loves to, and so we sort of nutted out a few ideas, came up with magnetic apparel, and the next thing you know, I'm building a website for them.
Excellent. No, that site looks really good as well. And again, that was easy to build with, because it looks so complicated when I go through the website. I have a look, there's lots of bits and pieces, but you built that together quite easily?
Definitely. Like, I guess it depends on what you call easy. I mean, with Webwave, it was just nice that I could lay it all out, give them the feel and the structure that I like and that we all like.
Yep.
And we could portray the products that we're trying to sell in a really nice way. So, no, but it came together. And the one thing I do like about Webwave is that you can have that, pixel perfect sort of accuracy. You can place things where you want and you can have it function the way you do, so the animations, the little nuances that give it that homely touch sort of thing.
Right. Long-term aspirations, mate. You obviously got a bit of a talent here to build web pages. Is it something you'd like to do full-time, or where do you sort of see yourself going with it?
Yeah, no, look, I would love to eventually, and slowly but surely, if I can creep my way in that direction, that would be great. At the moment, my first goal obviously is more so just as a on the side thing and filling out some of the work because I already work full time as well.
Right. Yeah.
And eventually, yeah, I'd love to have a business that I could just, call my own and do it full time. So if it leads to that direction, it leads in that path, then yeah, it would be a great thing.
And your website is kibuildit.com.
That's correct. Yep.
That's fine. We've got that on the screen right now. So, well, that's excellent, mate. Look, I want to thank you for joining us today and taking the time to, unpack what you're doing. And again, if you got some inquiries about Webwave, certainly reach out and talk to Rob, and he can certainly point you in the right direction. If you want a website built, again, give him a call, have a look at his work there. We've just showed you some of it there, and give him a buzz or send him an email. So, mate, thank you for your time today. I really do appreciate it. And
no, my pleasure.
Keep safe down there.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Daryl. Take it easy.
You too. I'm Daryl Nicholson, Toowoomba 435OT with Dazza Does Webwave. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be looking for another episode very soon. Take care.